Welcome back, everybody, to some more Valiant Hearts, the Great War.
Their journey would take them to Rans, where they would at last pick up the trail of the elusive Baron and his Zeppelin.
Alrighty, so we ended off just at the end of Chapter 1. So this is still Chapter 1. What's going on, Lucas? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You still down for that thing? Momentary soon? It got loud all of a sudden? Oh! Ah! Hang on, I gotta see if is there a collectible? There's no collectible. Oh, here we go. Okay, we have more lore. Rheims Cathedral. The city of Rheims suffered during the war. September 19th, 1914, as the Germans retreated from the city, they set fire to the cathedral. Then, as the city was so close to the conflict zone, it was bombarded by zeppelins and cannon fire. During the bombardments, the statue of Joan of Arc in front of the cathedral lost a hand before it was dismantled and stored in the catacombs. By the end of the war, only 1,500 inhabitants were still living in Rheims. The home front. With practically all able-bodied men mobilized at the front, women, children, and the elderly were employed in factories to ensure weapons production. Women took on the traditional male jobs, some even held positions of responsibility. This new role changed their status in society, and in the wake of the war, women over 30 years old were given the vote? The right to vote? Were given the vote. The Women's Institute held its first meeting in 1915 with the aim of encouraging women to become more involved in food production during the war, and the movement flourished. You guess so? Is that like a chipper, I guess so? Or like a, man, I guess so, whatever. Oh. Chipper. It's a chipper. Oh! Beautiful. Yeah, I just gotta book it. I want to do at least one chapter here because it shouldn't take that long. It really shouldn't take that long. I want to do at least one chapter here. But if we want to start early, if everybody is available, we can. Uh-oh. What do we get here? How did I already miss something? Advertising brochure. While the war raged on, life continued back home, and brands still advertised their products. Naturally, soldiers were used to promote brand image and boost sales. This brochure is advertising war bonds to help the government finance the war effort. Merci about. Wait, hang on, I gotta look around. We have 4 people. No, our last guy our last guy's dipping. They're not gonna have the energy for it. Right at this moment, we've only got the 3. I gotta remember how to play this game. There, get out of here, kid. I'll take 3, though. I'll take 3. If it was just 2, I'd be like, we'll reschedule, but 3, I can take 3. What's going on, Dash? Had a difficult day and require entertainment. You've got your stuff just about all packed up. Hang on, I'm thinking. They left with the pod. You sit in an empty throne. The last thing to go, naturally, of course, is the computer. And the first thing to be set up, naturally, is going to be the computer. Game just turned blue and green. What? Are you good? The black and white talk. Oh, the dog mode. Oh, the dog mode. Okay. I'm thinking. Was there anything over here we could interact with? What is that? Ah. Early gas mask. While gas masks were in more widespread use on the front, they were also available to civilians, and in French towns close to the front, like Reims, they were fairly common. This early model was one of the first, composed of a cotton compress doused in a neutralizing solution and applied to the mouth and nose, similar to the British Black Veil. I think we gotta go back down, bud. Not gonna have a desk when you land, so that'll be a day 1 or 2 purchase. No desk. Yeah, it's probably time for a new desk anyhow. I died. I don't need to collect those again, do I? No. Do I need to save the kid again? The pants? Overalls. Practically all able-bodied men were mobilized at the front, but production still had to carry on. Women took over men's roles in factories and in other traditional male positions, working for much lower salaries. Some even held positions of responsibility and were involved in decision-making. This new role changed women's status in British society. What's going on, Tommy? Puzzle me this. Peek the Peekman noise. We're going to be saving that Pikmin later on, hopefully. Didn't I tell you to get on that? Go get him, bud. Oh, we don't have the lever. Can you open that cabinet? All right, I think I gotta bring the dog back down. We don't have the lever. B. What about B? Oops. Hang on, bud. Here, come on. Desk is fucked up. $130 Walmart desk. Kicked ass for 6 years, but it's time to die. I need to get a new standing desk because mine broke some time ago. I'm actually getting... I'm admittedly getting more income at my new job than I did at my previous one. It's possible that I could afford to finance myself a new standing desk. Right, yeah, the gas. I did that the first time. Right, yeah. Yeah, gas does kill. Guys, it's invisible. In the real... my character can't see that. The gas is invisible, and... I don't know, it's... Hang on, I gotta look this part up. No, it's not. Okay, it's not odorless. I mean, I didn't think it was. Speaking of chlorine, I made myself a drink here. Non-alcoholic. I just mixed the rooibos tea. I brewed some rooibos tea. Cold brew. And I threw in a little bit of Diet Pepsi. And it, Stay here, bud. No, stay here. It has an aftertaste. It tastes... the aftertaste is like chlorine. It has a chlorine aftertaste. And it's a really weird... It's a really weird flavor. If your water smells like chlorine, don't drink it. But what if it tastes like chlorine? It's a really interesting flavor. I'm tempted to say it's not a good flavor. But I'm gonna drink it. Safety razor. The safety razor was an early 20th century invention and shaved more safely than barber's blades. In 1917, safety razors were standard issue in U.S. soldiers' kits because it had been noticed that gas masks provide more effective protection to shaved faces. That's not tap water, so you don't know shit, honestly. You have no opinion. Did that really kill me? Speedrun, actual speedrun tactics. And now I don't have to get the dog out. And I don't have to save that guy either. Holy shit. I just invented new speedrun tech. Resetting stuff when you die is lame. I don't care. Frankly, I don't care. So you're still looking for your old man. Oh, can we push this? No, we need the old guy. Okay. I need 3 more people? Alright, I actually don't know where to use this at.
What? What? Hey, what?
Ow. My wrist just started hurting really badly. Ow, my wrist. Ow. I guess that's it for me. I'm gonna have to throw in the towel on this whole gaming thing.
What?
Wait, I'm coming down. Pelly's sitting on the floor with his desk locked in standing position, wrist at a 90-degree angle. My neck, dude, my fucking neck. I'm gonna die again.
Hey, what?
I didn't notice the smoke pouring out. War Godmother Certificate. To improve morale on the front, an association was created in France in early 1915 to provide succor and support from behind the lines for soldiers without close families. The War Godmothers sent letters and parcels, forming close relations with their godchildren away from the front. Soldiers without close ties to family sounds really sad. That's so sad. Because these guys, the military could not be asked to provide for their soldiers. These guys had to receive, like, they had to get their proper nutrition from their families at home. That's insane. They paid them $5 a day. Like, if you didn't have that, and that, like, prison is the same way, right? Prison gives you get, like, I mean, you get basic nutrition, but, like, anything at all else in U.S. prison, you have to have donated to you by, like, your relatives.
Hey, what?
Who am I still missing? We got some more, but I don't think it's enough. Oh, it is enough. Okay.
What? Hurry.
Active Service Pay Book. A pay book belonging to a British soldier. It also contained practical details such as a last will and testament form, as well as the names and addresses of close relatives to contact in the event of death. The book also served as a regulations guide to good conduct, advising men, in this new experience you may find temptations both in wine and women. You must entirely resist both. Is that everything? Yeah, we got all of the artifacts for this stage. Yeah, I'd love to get a new standing desk, and I'm actually gonna get one from a reputable dealer that has like a warranty. And I can save money. I can save money by commissioning Tommy to build me the actual like wooden part. Because that part, they overcharge a lot. They overcharge an incredible amount for the woodwork.
What?
Grenades.
Hey, what?
Get him, boy.
Oh, that smash!
Alright, how do I get him to show up in the other side? Not quite. Oh, I see. How do I get him down? Or back? Can I get him further up? This game is insane. It has a little bit of a cartoony take on World War One. I feel like it's also gotten louder since the last time. Not even playing on veteran mode? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Did we have new diary entries? Did I forget to look? Is that chapter 1? Chapter 2, Broken Earth. Yeah, that did not take very long. Nine months earlier.
Anna was training to be a veterinarian when the war broke out. The Germans were only 20 miles from Paris when she received a letter from her father. He was in good health, but implored her not to return home to Belgium until the war's end. Patience, however, was not one of Anna's strong suits.
September 6th, 1914, Paris. We did get some more diary entries. Okay, we're going back a moment. April 22nd, 1915. Carl is alive. I caught sight of him flying a Zeppelin heading south. We're going looking for him again tomorrow with Anna and Freddie. Sorry, before that then, I don't think we read this one. March 10th, 1915. What a day. My life was saved twice today. First by an American soldier and then by a dog. But I'm free at last. I saw Carl before the bombing. I hope he made it out alive. Going to try to find him. I don't think we read this either. This is from last time. March 10th, 1915. At last I found Emil. Just moments before the shells started flying. I hope he's managed to dodge the bombs. The letter he showed me fills my heart with joy. Marie is well, and Victor is growing up. That's all that matters. April 22nd, 1915. This morning in Ypres? How did they pronounce that? Ypres? Von Dorf made us capture some scientists. The army is interested in his work, and apparently he'll help Germany win the war. He seems like a nice fellow, but it's hard to find out anything else about him. Von Dorf is keeping him closely guarded. Not a day goes by that I don't think about my Marie and my little Victor. I haven't seen them for 8 months now. I miss them so much. Throw a grenade at the bird to get the key. All right, I gotta find a hand grenade. These were common occurrences in 1914 Paris. Inkwell. Ballpoint pens were not developed until the 1950s to 1960s, so soldiers used a quill or nib to write letters. Ink was poured into an inkwell, into which, in order to provide enough ink, the quill or nib had to be dipped regularly. Wait, how do I get that though? Uh-oh. I know you don't like tips, but I know you wouldn't have figured out the bird grenade thing. What kind of games do you think we play here? You think we're playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure right now? Because we haven't yet. Hang on, I want this. Letter from a Belgian civilian in Paris. Dear parents, we fled our land before the German advance to take shelter in France with the children. Unfortunately, the Germans kept coming forward and Paris is practically under siege. If Paris falls, we shall return home to Liege. Your daughter, Matilda. Taxis to the Marne. Parisian taxis are requisitioned. My taxi service. The Germans at the gate. In September 1914, the German advance took them to within 20 miles of Paris. The government had already fled to Bordeaux and was expecting Paris to fall. In the north, most of Belgium was occupied, but under the king's command, 75,000 soldiers kept Ypres and Yser out of German hands. Is that a... Oh, hang on, that's my phone. This is pissing me off, guys. I gotta remember. Yser. Okay, Yser. I remember Chris telling me that's how that was pronounced. Ypres. Pronunciation. Ypres. 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 Okay. Ypres. Ypres and Yser. Think your lady should go to prison for throwing rocks at birds? It's not even wartime? Alright, hang on. Well, you sent that message before we read that the Germans were 20 miles away from Paris. Maybe they've changed their mind. I can look behind. I could look past somebody's controversial past if they've made amends. Taxi to Marne. September 6th and 7th, 1914, General Gallieni requisitioned 630 Parisian taxis to transport troops rapidly to the Marne. While relatively few soldiers were actually transported, 4,000 in all, 3% of the total number of men deployed in the battle. The impact on the public was huge. The event became a symbol of solidarity for the nation, and the Marne counterattack saved Paris from German occupation. Do you imagine if something like that happened nowadays? People would actually be gunning they would be gunning like the military police down in the streets or something like that. I took another sip of my chlorine soda. That's so weird. Hang on, give me one moment. My chlorine soda. Bet there are Germans inside Paris today and nobody's throwing rocks at birds. I would say that you're wrong. Broken watch strap. A watch strap broken by a motor crank handle. Before battery ignition was developed, motor cars were started by cranking a handle. As the engine sparked into life, the operator had to let go of the handle smartly, because the crank handle, now propelled by the engine, could cause a nasty injury. Sorry, nasty accident. Needs a tire. What did that say? Hang on, is that a thing I can pick up? Yes, it is. Le Petit Journal. Newspapers. The main source of information was the newspaper. Radios were in their early days based on tube technology, and television did not exist. On top of local and national news, a news section appeared in the newspapers dedicated to the events on the front. Some newspapers also published daily listings of POWs and war dead. Wait, what is this? Hang on. Hang on, I gotta make a note of this one. Fuck, it costs $4. Alright, never mind then. I'm sorry. That one, I'm sorry, I can't drop $4 on that. Parallax is sick in this game. What's parallax? What is that again? Give it to me in layman's terms. It needs water. Oh, okay, I see. Stuff moving at different speeds based on distance to camera. The illusion of distance. Okay, so like when I'm moving stuff in the foreground and the background, right? What do I need? I need a triangle first. I mean, I could try this one. I can try the rhombus. There are 400 layers here. I see, I see, I see. Where was that? This is my place. We don't need to go all the way back here. Okay, they need the cross. They need the cross, but I only have an X. I don't know if this is gonna do it. Wait, what is this?
Ok. Va mieux.
I guess I did it.
Voilà, tiens. Allez. Merci, madame.
This is my place still. Do I happen to have a wrench in here? Hmm. This is kind of a triangle. Maybe the child crying can fill up the bottle. We have to make her cry again. Come here, kid. I'm gonna have to break your knee. Okay, maybe is there anything up here that needs wrenched? Hmm. This one's a thinker. Where's the triangle wrench? That's what I'm asking. I don't know. I'm not crazy, right? I didn't like skip over. I didn't completely memory wipe myself. I don't have like a memory block on triangular wrenches, right? You guys didn't see it either anywhere, right? Because if you did, then it's completely invisible to me, and I need you to guide me to it. Guys, I actually can't see it. You have to guide me to the triangular wrench. My pattern recognition skills were preventing me. I actually have a disability in pattern recognition. You can't laugh. You actually can't laugh at that. Clipped and shipped, you actually can't do that. Why are there fences in the road? Whoa! Alright, I kind of really like this. I kind of love this. Playing the fucking can song. What is the can song? I'm sorry, I'm really sorry that I had to do this. But I have to know. Small section. Where I just lost it. Where'd it go? Where did that go? I lost it. Why are there 50 different comments for the can song? There's not 50 answers. What is it from? They're giving this guy like all the different different versions of it. You want the techno? You want the instrumental? You want the 2008 release for this one, like, indie movie? No, I want to know what the freaking can song came from. I don't care about the dance, the song associated with the... Like, the can song. You guys know what I'm talking about. This song. This is the can song. Your dad made the song? What's it called? Where did he release it? From Orpheus in Hell is what I did see. Is this it? October 1858? I'll take it. That's got to be the answer. That's the answer I'm accepting. Orpheus in Hell. Like an opera or something. What's this one now? Stop that. Stop. Get away from me. Why are they driving so aggressively? Guys, please! Oh! There's a rules. All right, that was a fun segment.
September 7th, 1914. Taxis drove all night. Anna was proud to help the soldiers reach the front line. When Anna arrived at her destination, she discovered the horrible truth with her own eyes.
Is this still the same? Okay, no, this is a new one. You can play it on piano. The basic that you learned was its own thing. Pull up the sheet music, but it's packed away. Hang on. Could get away with using if dolphin. I mean, dolphin probably has. Dolphin surely recognizes just a normal. Yeah, there's. Wait, does Dolphin have GameCube, like a GameCube layout by default? I actually don't. I don't see it. I see GameCube adapter. It does with the adapter. Is the adapter the option for GameCube controller? I don't see why it'd be an issue. The right side of the screen, the stuff that's cut off? No, it's cut off for me too. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know. Yeah, I just gotta ignore it. I don't know why it's like that. If that's the price I have to pay to use the borderless no more border application, then that's acceptable. Because I don't know how it's not like that side of the screen is busted, right? Wait, hang on. Is this part of my monitor or is that the screen? Wait, hang on. No, that's where the mouse, like, ends. That's where the mouse ends. That's my monitor. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know why it's rendering that way. I don't know why it's just, like, slightly... I don't know why it's, like, 80% off screen. I don't know why it's doing that. So what did we get here? The Hecatomb. The first 3 months of the war saw especially heavy losses. August 22nd, 1914 was the bloodiest day of the whole war, with heavy casualties. The numbers of wounded were far greater than had been anticipated, and the military health services struggled to cope with the scale of the conflict. Nurses were the angels of the Great War, and were generally volunteers recruited by the Red Cross, the Army, or the American ambulances to work long, grueling shifts in hospitals both at the front and behind the lines. They played the role of carers, mothers, and confidants. They often feature in soldiers' memoirs and were sometimes their sole companion in death. The majority were demobilized at the end of the hostilities. Let's go ahead and tweet that one out. Which part? What did I do? What did I say? No new diaries? Or this one? What is today? What did we do? September 7th, 1914. The situation is horrific here. Yesterday, I was in my warm, cozy apartment, and now I'm in the depths of hell. There's so many dead. So many young lives lost. I managed to save one soldier this morning, but there are so many others to tend to. Tomorrow I'll try to get closer to the front so I can help those most in need. The tweet button on the Hecatomb. Oh yeah, that the social media buttons there. Check out this hecatomb. Hashtag crazy. Why is it called that? What does that mean? An extensive loss of life. August 22nd, 1914. What happened then? The Battle of Rossignol. 5 separate French armies engaged the Germans independently. There's just a lot of battles going on at once. We haven't spotted Chris yet, have we? We have not. We'll do another. We can do more. We'll do another chapter here. Or another... What would be... What's the word I'm looking for? So chapters make up a book. Right, chapters make up a book, but what if you break down a chapter? Is there a term for like sub-chapter? Is there a term for parts of a chapter? Part? There's got to be a better word than part. Camels?
Allez, fais-toi, fais-toi. Non, 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 non.
It's called a chipter.
No.
I actually kind of like that. I'll accept that. Oh, I understand what's going on. Okay, I understand the minigame now.
Allez, courage. Voilà, si. Courage, Nebo. Va mieux. Voilà. Allez.
Dieu vous bénisse, madame.
That was a lot of bandaging. I don't know if you guys saw that.
7 months went by. Driven by compassion, Anna devoted herself, body and soul, to healing the wounded and the sick. Every life saved was another small victory over the war. The conflict, however, raged on.
Did I miss those? Maybe. Shrapnel shell remnants. A shell containing lead bullets. Depending on its setting, the shell might explode on contact with the ground, sending its content flying, or in the air for even more destructive results. April 22nd, 1915. How did we pronounce that? We just looked it up. Ypres. Ypres.
C'est pas de là.
Yeah, I need this, sorry. Mess tin with holes. Both dishes of this mess tin have holes in them. Not hugely practical for eating, perhaps, but life-saving for one soldier. The mess tin bag was worn at kidney height. When the shell exploded, this mess tin slowed down the searing hot shrapnel in flight. which, although it wounded the soldier, helped him live another day. Mess tins were blackened using smoke to prevent them glinting in the sunlight. I'll be taking this. Letter from a Prussian soldier. 6th September 1914. My dear daughter, we are making headway through the French countryside. The landscape is beautiful. I'd much rather be enjoying it with you than killing people. I think of you all the time. Your father, Wolfgang. A rhythm game about patching up World War I soldiers. Artist really didn't understand why arty shrapnel going through a tin... what arty shrapnel going through a tin would look like. Both holes on one side. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Alright, maybe we should go help out the other guys at the beginning of the level first. Is what I would say if there still weren't collectibles here. Nurse's Manual. The war effort suddenly required a larger medical corps and there were not enough qualified personnel. So manuals were published and distributed to help volunteers train. The manuals provided a whole host of practical solutions to logistical and medical problems at the front, such as how to make a splint or stretcher using rifles and their straps. Throw a grenade at the scarf to collect it? I can't throw my bottle. We're gonna have to loot somebody. Wasting precious gallons of water. Dirty socks. Tallow socks. Socks soaked in refined tallow and coated with formol. The most effective way to beat the cold and damp, frostbite, and other ailments. That, at least, was what the adverts had people believe. However effective the socks were, the soldier's best friend was always a nice dry pair. What is formol? Formaldehyde is what I'm getting. Aqueous solution of formaldehyde. What is formaldehyde used for? Industrial resins, coatings, preservative, disinfectant. Okay, it's got a lot of uses. How'd this game get away with having red crosses everywhere? That's a good question. Wait, that actually is a really good question. Maybe Ubisoft has connections. I wonder, like, if it's historical, if it's a historical thing, do you think that they look the other way? If it's historical or educational, maybe one of these guys, 1418 mission Centenaire or Apocalypse World War I. Maybe they have connections. Better be a mini game to cut off that guy's leg. I bet there will be too. I bet there will be.
Hey, regarde donc la criade. Hey, violon, on coupe la quenouille.
Non, 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 non. Allez, dépêche-toi, dépêche-toi. Hey, oh. Vas-y. Voilà, c'est là. Voilà. Courage, Nico. Allez.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine.
Dieu vous bénisse, Madeleine.
But I do need... Hang on, I need water. There we go. That guy needs a crutch. You can have some water.
Ah, me suis mal.
I need a cross. Oh, this is massive. Did I just pull this down from a church tower? I bet I can turn this into a crutch. I grave robbed it? I probably did. It got blasted open. One of the graves got blasted open and threw that up and out. Does this work as a crutch? Yes, it does. And now I just need to find some bandages. That guy's missing both his legs. Some of the foreground and background art is actually kind of gruesome. It actually is pretty fucked up. I kind of wish that they kept that same tone with the stuff that we interacted with. Yeah, like that. A lice comb. In their journals, soldiers often recount their losing war against lice and rats in the trenches. Apart from lice powder, the only other prevention against lice was this fine-toothed metal comb. Often when soldiers took leave behind the lines, they were scrubbed down with hot water, their clothing boiled, or a new uniform issued. Why couldn't you just shave everything? Everything. Then you wouldn't be a man? Says the chat. Bald people aren't men? I'm looking for bandages, brother. I used all of mine. Ah. People hated balds back in the day. Oh, people hated women back. Oh, people hated women back in the day. Oh, okay, good.
Courage, Nibo. Allez, courage. Tu vas mieux? Gracias.
Dieu vous bénisse, madame. Simba, ma bien.
What are you guys whining about? Uh-oh. Guys, that's a German. And he's dying. I'm giving him a lethal injection?
The French officers were talking about Belgium. The German army was about to experiment with a new weapon near Ypres, Anna's hometown. Anna got en route to warn her father about the imminent danger. Reaching the outskirts of the city, Anna was greeted by the screams of sirens. The deadly gas was already here.
Give him 8 morphine doses. Guys, I really want to... I really want to do a barotrauma run where my main method of attack is lethal injections of fentanyl. But I don't know how the aliens react to that. Or I guess we would be the aliens on Europa, wouldn't we? Ypres, a town in ruins. Dubbed Wipers by British troops due to its difficult pronunciation. Wipers. The Belgian town of Wipers was a key strategic position during the war. A hub for road, rail, and canal networks, it became the target for sustained bombing from 1914. In 1915, the Germans even used chemical warfare on the town. By the end of the war, the majestic cathedral and town center were nothing but ruins. Technology at work. In the wake of the technological advances of the early 20th century, the vast scope of this industrialized war brought developments in all fields: aircraft, submarines, dirigibles, and tanks. Great progress was made in the field of medicine, surgery, medical hygiene, and radiology, thanks to Marie Curie's work, who took thousands of X-rays of the wounded. What are dirigibles? Airship, like blimps. Lighter than aircraft. Leave it to the British to fuck it up. I don't even know where they... They're just having a laugh. They're having a laugh is what they're doing. That child's just like a potato sack now. They lost their legs, it looks like. Lots of stuff is lighter than aircraft, such as a bike. Alright. Guy who only rides a bike to work and to the market. Guy who rides a bike to work, but not the market because he needs a place to store his groceries. You can tell I've been watching Northern Lion not because the jokes are funny, but because I'm beginning to structure the way that I think after how he speaks. Letters from a Scottish Soldier, April 19th, 1915. Scottish. Uh-oh.
Oh, Artie, if he was a wee bit closer, I could lob a gibber at him, kin. You feel the same way? It's just no fair marking respect for the hand of the coin.
I'm so sorry, devs. I'm so sorry. Hang on, I gotta take it in.
Kin. You feel the same way? It's just no fair marking respect for the hand of the coin. It doesn't want to nip it yet. Kin?
I'm so sorry. Hey, little pal, I'm in the town of the Belgium. I better believe that must have been the Boer War. The beer to bed. I'd much rather be down to the elder, little boy. I'm not to the honey to that. Take care of yourself. I need a fan of John McCormick. John McCormick. Sorry. John McCormack.
Courage, Nebo. Voilà. Allez, courage. Pas mieux? Voilà, tiens.
Literally transported to Scotland for that. That's my fucking streamer. That's what I like to hear. Finally, some appreciation around these parts. A wooden top. Wooden top with string, a common toy of the age. During the war, toys gradually became more war-based. Through board games, children could fight out famous battles while other items ridiculed the enemy. After the war, toys and games became more pacifist once more. You must indoctrinate the children. War. You guys love war. You love war. You're gonna grow up and you're gonna fight the same wars that your daddies did. And your daddies' daddies. And you're gonna die like dogs. Don't go that way. There's poison. I got some keys. What's going on, Chris? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. That's number 3. That's number 3. Let me finish this chapter, or sub-chipter, chat said. Let me finish this chapter. And then, we'll see where we're all at. Chris, you just missed my Scottish accent. Here's one gear. Here's another gear. I guess goes over top of that. Hang on, I think that gear probably goes here. Just put the gear down. We're gonna need one more big one. So glad people will learn how terrible the Great War is, and a second will never happen. I think we did discuss this. I don't remember when, though. We discussed this at one point. That, without World War II, like, Nazi would not be a thing in the lexicon. And I don't know where we would be. Where would that ideology exist? Like a similar ideology? To be fair, some people unironically still defend fascism. I guess fascism was around before. Nazi is just like a flavor of fascism, right? It's like it's a name of a fascist ideology, right? Did we miss any items up there? I hope not. But I also feel like we're missing a lot. Every church has a single lever you can pull to flood the whole place with chlorine gas? Shoot, hang on, who were those guys? Literally every Heaven's Gate church that I've been to. That one was kind of funny. You gotta laugh at that one. Guys, I had to look that one up. I'm having a little bit of a chuckle at that. I'm learning comedy. I think if I watched 10 years of Northern Lion, I could learn to be funny. I think that's a learnable... I fully believe that's a learnable skill. Is charisma learnable? Can you learn how... Can you train charisma? This is to not mention the Heaven's Gate meme again. Did you lose some? You lost someone to Heaven's Gate? You lost a long-lost relative to Heaven's Gate? Stupid ass word. Oh. Was Germany already anti-Judaism in World War I, or was that just Hitler's doctrine? That's a great question. I'm tempted to say no. Not any more than, like, the baseline. Because the thing with, like, Kristallnacht was all about destroying, like, Jewish businesses, right? So they at least had that, right? They could live, like, in society up until then. Hang on, what is this going on in the background? What do I hear? Oh, okay, never mind. The broken walking stick. The knob is all that remains of this walking stick. The stick has been carefully sculpted, a souvenir of the trenches. Unfortunately, a broken walking stick is of no use to anyone. Bet it was kind of secretive. Like the US Nazis 8 years ago. Did we clear out the chlorine? No. What'd you miss in this in the story so far? So we are playing as the nurse. I believe she was training to be a nurse, right? Is that what was going on? Currently in the town of Wipers. In the town of Wipers. That has been... The Germans are pulling out of Wipers, and it's a strategically important, so they're destroying it on the way out. And that's where we are. There's a lot of civilians. Actually, I think the thing is that there's not a lot of civilians because they're all being killed or have to leave. Get a good whiff of that. I'm just looking for collectibles. Wait, how do I get out? Here we are. Hey kid, can I have that? Whatever that is you're holding, a teddy bear, can I have that? Because I bet I'm gonna get a collectible for that. You guys need first aid. Who needs first aid still? Don't ask, just take it. Wipers? That's what the British called it. They couldn't figure it out. They called it wipers. So that's probably just the westernized pronunciation of it. We've learned that so many things in the world can't be pronounced by the West, so they have to make up their own spellings for it. And likewise, I'm sure Slavic countries probably have different ways to pronounce. That was not the answer. I thought I could like maybe smack it because I don't know what else to do now. Oh no. Belgium is Western. I don't know. Dude, take it up with the British. I don't know what to tell you. RPing as a Brit gives me the ick. Guys, you're gonna want to sit down for this one. You're gonna want to sit down for this one, Dash. Ring the bell 3 times in Wipers, achievement unlocked. Glad that I did that. Glad that we actually lost this. We died and had to redo this. I think I'm probably gonna do 100% run of this. It's easy enough. I'm thinking. It's okay, it's 5:25, we'll call it 5:25. Guys, if I put a pizza in the oven right now, I could still eat it like really fast before the thing we have planned.
Voilà, c'est pas mieux.
Merci beaucoup.
The people being okay after the gas is insane. Can't understate it. It very quickly melts out your lungs. Yeah, I know there's gas. But I don't know how to combat it. I don't have the dog with me. I don't have anti-gas measures. That thing there looks like it could be picked up, but it actually can't. Oh, do I have to drag him? Are you good, bud? Oh, there's a doorway there. There's a doorway. I didn't see it. We can go around the gas. Uh-oh. Guys, give me 20 seconds. Actually, I'm going to go start the oven. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I want food. I want to have energy. I'm going to grab the energy drink. I'm going to be right back. Okay. Yeah, I told you I would be right back. Time? I'm going to take a sip. I do have my energy drink, but I'm going to take a sip of my my chlorine soda first. Yep. The aftertaste is still there. It kind of is almost like I have a better description. It's like, you guys remember Hubble Bubble? Hubba Bubble? Bubble gum? However that is pronounced or understood. Hubble Bubble? No, it is not. It's not a hookah. Okay. What is that? Hubba Bubba Bubble Gum. It tastes like Hubba Bubble Bubble Gum with a chlorine like mixed into the concoction. It's like chlorine flavored Hubba Bubba Bubble Gum. Some kind of scientist thought of using chlorine gas. You'd hide that shit from all the others. Well, chlorine was originally not even made for war, right? Chlorine was for, like, farming? Chlorine original use. Original use was bleaching for fabrics. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some other concoction for farming that was turned into bombs, since we know that that is effective. Pelibot says this is actual tragedy, actually relevant to the discussion being had. Good work, Pelibot. Is Pelibot watching 24/7? No, they get shut down when I remember to shut them down. A bedpan. Latrines were generally housed outside in the yard in homes of all social classes, so during the night, bedpans were used. In well-to-do households, servants were charged with emptying the pans. When did we get indoor plumbing? You got all this luxury, you still living like savages? You guys don't even have bidets. America still hasn't figured out the bidet. I got a key. What do I need the key for? Was that a door that I could open? No, it's a wall. Could I open this? Eh? No, I don't think so. Over here is gas. I had to play this War of Mine, but that game's actually kind of hard. Yeah, I do see that. Oh, I can continue further that direction. Okay. Yeah, this War of Mine is really cool, but it's actually kind of difficult. Stereoscopic camera. A camera that captures two simultaneous images on glass plates, enabling relief images. The use of the camera was relatively widespread because the device was small and readily transportable. What are all these numbers and letters? Are these, like, passages from the Bible? We got any Bible heads in chat? Oh, it's a puzzle. Hang on. We do use 100% chlorine gas to purify water. Funny how bad stuff can be okay sometimes. Chat says, I love drinking chlorine. You guys can't tell me that chlorine, the smell of chlorine does not make you, like, nostalgic of summers, of summer child fun at the pool, right? Chat's giving me a bunch of numbers. I don't know if I trust them. Where did that one go? Nostalgia at the peak. The peak. Not pool water, just pure chlorine. Where'd the one... Oh, this is the one that I knocked down. Okay, so that's 2. Wait. 2, 6, but one of them's Roman numerals. Okay. 2, 6, 1, 4. The first number is 4. 4, 6. 4, 6, 8. Was there a number? Another one? It was 3 numbers. Okay. I'm a genius. That's pattern recognition at work. The Bob Simple tank? Not quite. Not quite, right? Wait, I think that is actually. No, this one doesn't have anything on the back. It doesn't have like a it doesn't have the scooper thing on the back. It's close though. I mean, it's, you know, it's just a big boxy tank. Chemical formula. This formula is the description of what happens to soldiers' lungs when they inhale chlorine gas. Chlorine gas reacts with water in the lungs to produce hydrochloric acid, creating horrendous burns. That's a bunch of grenades? Why were these people stockpiling German hand grenades in their well? The smell of pools is actually a reactant of chlorine and urine molecules? I don't believe you. The room is filling with gas. Oh my god. The room is filling with gas. Germa launching chlorine mortars at a small midwestern town for a bit. You have 30 minutes to evacuate the town before I fill it with gas. Wait, don't give her water. We just read the tooltip that said water. It reacts with water, of which your body is 70% of. Unless that's like a factoid and it's fake.
The governess revealed to her that her father, an eminent scientist, had been kidnapped by Baron von Dorf, who was eager to use scientific advances in warfare. Anna set out in pursuit of the Baron and encountered Emil and Freddy. Destiny brought them together. They had survived the enemy's wrath, their gunfire, bombardments, gas attacks. Now, with her father within reach, Anna wasn't going to let him slip away.
Hang on. We made it to a new section. June 15th, 1915, Reims, France. I believe... I told everyone... Do we have everybody here? Seems like it. Okay. We've hopefully got something fun coming up very shortly. So here's what I think we're going to do. We're going to take like a 20-minute hiatus here. I think we're going to take a 20-minute hiatus. I need to go put my pizza in the oven that I'm going to probably eat during the stream. I want to verify functionality for the next section of the stream. And we'll go from there. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to end the segment here. I really hope that counted as a new level. I think it did. So for the Valiant Heart VOD viewers, thank you guys for joining me. You enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Wait, chapters... Yeah, we're halfway through. We're 2/5 of the way through chapter 2. Or less. Oh, never mind. I actually don't know how long we are. We're going off items, we're about halfway. Halfway through chapter 2. Okay.